I ended up moving to South Carolina because Charles Frazier, who was the creator of Sea Pines Resort, realized that tennis was on the boom in the early 70s and he wanted somebody to help them with a program there. And so I visited on the way from basic training to Washington, D.C., where I was going to be stationed. And I fell in love with the place, and I became the touring pro in early 1971. And I've been the touring pro for the last 35 years. So it's been home since then. Well, my family has grown up in Hilton Head, and all four of my kids have played tennis. Ramsey played at a very high level in the last year or so in juniors, then played at Duke, was the captain of the team there, and then played pro tennis for about a year, and he grew out his shoulder. And now he's the assistant men's coach at Duke. My second son, Trevor, played all the Southern tournaments and national tournaments, and then he ended up going to Princeton as the captain of the men's team there. And my first daughter didn't like tennis quite as much as the others. She played the last couple of years and wasn't quite the same level, but she did play for a year at UVA on the women's tennis team. And then my last daughter is a sophomore now at UNC and is playing on the women's team there. So she's right in the height of the season right now. And then my wife Margie, was a very good player in her own right. She was one of the top juniors in the East, nationally ranked, and she was the captain of an undefeated team at Princeton. She was undefeated at Princeton for a couple of years. And then she joined the men's tour with me. But that was about 30 years ago. Well, just a couple years ago, Judy Levering, who now lives at Hilton Head, convinced her to start playing tennis again. So she's now playing on the 4.5 team, now the 5.0 team, and she's representing the South in those national matches last year. One of my favorite doubles partners as a professional really first was Bob Lutz. We played the last year in the juniors after Kalamazoo. We played the men's tour, and then he went to Stanford for a couple of years, and we didn't play then, but he came back to USC. We won the NCAAs twice, and then played pro tennis for the next 12 years or so, most of that time. Part of the time was sort of a transitional period where he had signed a contract and I hadn't. So he was a contract pro and I was just sort of a normal pro. And so he couldn't play Davis Cup. So I ended up playing doubles with Eric Van Dillen during that time in Davis Cup. And I also played with Tom Gorman a few times and a couple times with Arthur Ashe, but mainly was Bob Lutz and Eric Van Dillen and then a few other partners along the way. My major singles titles were at the US Open in 1971. We played at Forest Hills on the grass. I ended up playing Jan Kodish in the finals. Next year, I lost in the finals that year at Wimbledon to John Newcomb. The following year, in 1972, I beat Stassi in the finals. Both those finals matches at Wimbledon were 5 sets. So both ones could have gone either way. And then I was able to play in the doubles final with the US Open about 7 times. We won it 4 times. So that was a great partnership with Bob Lutz and Eric Van Dillen, the combinations of that. It was the finals of Wimbledon 4 times in doubles, never won the doubles finals at Wimbledon, but won the Australian doubles. So those were my major tournaments. Well, I started playing tennis in Pasadena, California, and a group of parents started this Pasadena Tennis Patrons, and they hired Pancho Segura, who was probably one of the best coaches, particularly strategically, of any coach I've ever seen. So he helped me quite a bit for about 3 years, and then George Tolley was my coach in college. And I think that he won 10 NCAA titles, just behind Dick Gould. And certainly I thought he was the best coach at the time, and he helped me tremendously. And then during the time of the tour, Dennis Ralston coached me a few times. He was a Davis Cup coach and then a Davis Cup captain, and then he worked with a few of us individually on the tour. But most of us at that time didn't have a lot of coaching. We just tried to figure it out ourselves. I had the opportunity from 1986 to about 1998 or 1999 to be involved with our USTA Player Development Program. In that role, I was the director of coaching and then the associate director of player development under Ron Woods. And we had some fun with some great players along the way. On the men's side, we got to work with all the good young players like Michael Chang, a little bit with Jim Courier. We worked with actual players through our program. Todd Martin, Jennifer Capriani, Chance Rubin, Lindsay Davenport. Those are the top pros involved in the program. The program was really for top juniors, top college players, as well as young pros. So it was the first time we really got involved in the player development program nationally. And we had a good college program for good college players prior to that. And we continued it during that time, and it's still going on. We had a training center here in Atlanta during that time, as well as in Saddlebrook, as well as in Indianapolis.